No, it was updating.
Oh, I see. I was just looking. I couldn't understand why I couldn't find it. That's cool.
Yeah, it was doing some updating things.
Mm-hmm. At least it's not going to be as bad as Call of Duty updates.
Man,
And things are
those are
bad.
huge.
Yeah. It's just when you want to go and have a quick play and like, oh god damn it.
Yeah, gold should continue its trajectory over here. Oh,
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, well, I've got 52.5 marked. That's what I'm aiming at.
52.
52.4 ish. If we can push above 49, I think it would be good. But
Should be good. Should continue moving over here. I am not in gold. No.
Testing, testing.
Yeah, sure.
Testing, testing.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
man.
Oh, welcome back, Vincent.
Perfect, perfect. Thank you, thank you. Feels good to be in my own office.
Yeah. Hope you didn't bring back any viruses, man, from Asia.
You know, I hope so too. I hope so.
Oh, what happened like when you guys landed? Were there like doctors trying to like swap you guys down to test you for like things?
No, no, no. They just asked me two questions. Did I come from China? Did I come from Iran?
Ja,
Said no, and then they let me go. That's
ja.
it.
Oh, okay, okay.
Als ik gewoon heb gekeken.
No. So no testing though.
No, no testing.
No, that's mad.
Yeah, that's mad. They should test everybody.
Trust, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
no, I
it.
don't know why.
Monty doesn't want you in his country. I can tell you
Mate,
that right
damn
now.
straight, damn straight. I don't want no one near me.
You want to come to my country? You're getting tested.
Yeah, it's getting out of hand. There's a whole 85 people here now.
GJ, 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 GJ. You know what I'm thinking about GJ? If it respects this level, I think it's going to continue going up to retest this support it broke.
Yeah.
Let's look at the daily here.
Hey.
Wow.
Yesterday's daily finished good. I don't know whether this is just a pullback for the daily to then continue. That's what it finished above the previous. I don't know if it's just a pullback to then flip later today, but not sure.
Or can the weekly flip bearish?
That's what I was considering the other option. Yeah.
That would be huge move, man.
Mhm.
To like 135, 400.
Because where your top orange line one, that was the like for me the key level on daily. So now we're below it. There's more chance of it going down, I think. But we've got stuff going on at lunchtime. Oh well. In about what time do you think it's going to end up being, Kevin? Exactly 12, was it? I can't remember what it was now.
Supposedly 12 o'clock.
Oh.
1 o'clock Central European time, which is they're 1 hour ahead.
Yeah, so we should get some volatility of some sort. This could be a pull down just before big ass jump. You never know. Wait and see.
Yeah, for GG to drop, it needs to close and break and close below 137,900.
Yeah, I agree.
We got 15 minutes left for this 1 hour candle to close. I have a question on this chart, please. Okay. Should have been a buy on the green candle close above 4 hour resistance? No, because the candle closed with no wick. And it's also at resistance. Candle closed with no wick on the top. Oh, Glenn, you're right. GP CAD did make a high.
Yeah, we were looking just a minute ago when you were gone. We were saying about maybe creating support now to push up to new high.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got excited when I saw this morning.
We made a high.
Look at the daily. This can move. I want to see a wick fill on the daily and weekly.
Oh yeah, I think you can get that weekly wick fill. Yeah. How far is that? That is 60 pips away.
Oh,
Oh, that should be solid for GP CAD. I mean,
It's clean, man.
yeah, it's very clean. Very, very clean. Gonna wait for this 30-minute to close.
Yeah.
If this closes bullish, I will take buys. Stop will be somewhere over here, and TP is going to be somewhere up over here. 20 pip TP, and it's going to be like almost a 10 pip stop.
Yeah, if you check out UCAT, you have a similar setup. You're not already in.
I don't trade UCAD.
Only on news, right?
Only in news, yeah. Only in news. Gold is doing its dance over here right now. Potential to go up, but it's kind of misbehaving right now, kind of ranging. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Gold is being suspicious. I feel like I'm in a lobby or an elevator. Nice hotel music. Yes. Man, I have my second last dentist appointment today.
What happened?
Fillings.
You must have had a lot of fillings, dude. You've been there like every week.
A lot of fillings.
Too many chocolate wafers, man.
See, now I've been starting to get money, so I've been trying to get all this shit fixed.
Sort out your health.
I spent at least 6,000 so far with the dentist.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I spent 7.
Three root canals, fucking fillings. Have to get a denture implant done. Yeah.
That's mad. Is that where they screw it in with like a screw at the bottom?
Yes.
Yeah.
But Rakeel, do it, because that on the long term is gonna hurt you even more. Like if you don't fix your teeth, you're gonna start getting headaches. Your leg is gonna hurt. Your
oh, bro, trust me, I know.
Hurt and all those kind of shit.
I know.
Yeah, toothache's bad.
I know all of that.
Worth headache.
Yeah, I don't like toothache.
Do it, man.
Oh boy, gold is just making higher highs and higher lows, and
yeah.
Wow, look at this risk and look at this reward. So clean move, going bullish. GP CAD looks like has left the building. I think this candle was the trading candle.
I think there's the second
Yeah, I
one.
was just gonna say that.
Because based on
GBP USD could give us an entry. It's the same setup.
give us? No,
Is
man.
that us?
Okay, man.
Give you an entry.
Alright.
Some people come on the stream. What trade are we in today?
Yeah. Have we got any trades running?
And they no. It's you and me and them. I'm just looking at gold to see if it's gonna move past my exit. I closed at 1648, and if it moves past it, I'll be like, oh man.
I think 48 was a pretty good close, to be fair. After what happened yesterday, because it literally wicked into there, and it was like, nope, not today. And it was near enough the same time yesterday as well.
Yeah. Man, I want to take an entry in GPCAD right now, but I already took gold buys like half an hour ago.
Yeah, it's too close.
So I don't want to, it's too close to my time to trade.
I took a buy once the 15-minute, that big 15-minute wick got broken.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
That was
that's
a
good.
confirmation. No, it was the one right above the one that you just measured.
Oh, this one. This
Yep.
one. This one.
Yep.
Oh, this.
Yeah, the longer one. The
Oh,
second.
okay.
I may have entered on the second 15 there. Just looking at momentum, what's been happening. Because London did similar stuff, it's been strong all morning. Very small stop loss. But
At least 10% of tradings goes to taxes. No. Where'd you get that number from, 10%?
that's random.
That's just trying to look smart.
I wish.
I wish 10%.
Yes.
Doesn't look like GCAD is ready to buy it. Well, the 30-minute has to close here. If it closes bullish, that's great, because then the stop is down at the bottom of the 30-minute candle.
Even if it has a long wick, so top side.
Yeah.
It's just a wicks of fill, isn't it?
Yeah.
This needs to close as a healthy body, kind of. I'm only here. People do know this is a scam, right? Photoshopped accounts in IG. If they were real trades, he would show them on the live. Well, can a video be photoshopped, Monty?
I don't believe so, unless you're very, very clever.
You have to be very, very good.
I'm not that clever.
I'm not that clever either, man. I can't even make my own fucking graphics, let alone photoshopping a video.
Yeah.
I mean, he gives the calls before he takes the trades, like 80% of them.
It's a
What
whole
else do you
video.
want?
It's a whole video of his monthly results. It's like, come
Yeah,
on.
man, he did. What other mentor does that?
Also, did you not
Nobody.
post a massive video yesterday about your? Because I left early and you all traded. What was it,
Oh.
UCAD? Oh, sorry, I didn't want to remind you, but that's on there, no?
Yeah, and he took a loss and he made also a highlight of the loss.
Oh, watch gold, man. Watch gold.
Yeah,
you are.
gold's heading to
Sorry.
1649.
Crazy, man. People are crazy.
He's not liking that little level.
Wow, look at that. GPCAD pushed right back up.
Ooh!
Oh!
Yeah, don't like that level.
Euro is pushing.
Yeah, Euro CAD, I think it's gone flying today.
Oh,
man.
Euros.
Ooh,
Look
wow.
at Euro CAD.
Glenn,
Euro CAD's gone so far.
Glenn got a really good trade on GPCAD here.
You know,
That's nice.
I got in at a bad time, honestly. I'm not up much. I should have got in on that second 15-minute bullish candle.
Oh!
You're good, Glenn. You're
Dude, what's
good.
happening to pound?
Is that probably preempting that discussion?
Yes, in 5
And
minutes.
Euro as well, isn't it? It's just going to affect both.
It's gonna affect both, yeah.
Mhm.
So you can
The
see
future
both
looks
of them
nicer.
up.
What? Something looks amazing.
Yeah, gold, like next 30-minute candle, it's going to continue here for gold. There's like no doubt in my mind. It's going to continue pushing.
So what's that orange line marked off, Rakeel?
Oh, it's just a visual, like a support resistance. Right
Yeah, I
from
just
here.
wonder where you might. Ah, I see where. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all right. Yeah, I was trying to understand.
Oh, I just think it looks good between the gray zone. I don't know.
Mhm.
To me, it just looked like, oh, it looks pretty.
No, I didn't know where he had it. Like the number, I wasn't sure where he had that level. I meant, sorry, not just the orange bit. It looks pretty cool. You can see it. Yeah, Eurocad's just had a mad one. That's
Oh, wow. GP Cat is gone.
bro, that's a good trade.
Oh,
Edited on that 15-minute, man.
yeah. Nice, Glenn.
Yeah,
Glenn ate some pips this morning.
man.
20 pips.
Man, Euro New Zealand's just took off as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all done it.
I think it's a weakness in, no, it's strong in CAD. Pound. Pound is strong.
Good morning.
What up?
How's it
Good
going,
morning,
buddy?
Paul.
What up? What up? GJ just took off, smashed it.
We need like a decent close or above 138.10.
38.10. I'll go 230 myself.
On GJ?
Yeah, I like 390 and above, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I just got out of GA. I didn't even look at GJ yet this morning. This thing was a massive 40 pip candle, I think. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You took GA yesterday, right, Paul?
No, just now. Last night I took it. It stopped me out.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a bad it was a bad entry once after it played out, but it broke all the highs I needed to see broken to continue into clean traffic, and then it just didn't. I don't think it had the volume to keep going.
Mhm.
So yeah. But it paid it all back times 2 this morning, so I'm good. This thing's still going. Holy shit.
Yeah, we got major OPEC meetings today too.
I think it's done, no?
Really?
They said they're gonna cut 1.5 million
No,
barrels.
not yet.
I thought I did this. Hang on. I'm sure that was this morning. Or maybe it's not.
I thought it was like really early this morning. Yeah, it's at 4 a.m.
Oh
on
yeah,
your-
it was 4
on
a.m.
your MyFit, but yeah, they've come out and said they're going to cut 1.5 million barrels.
Well, that should push oil up if they're gonna cut down the
Yeah.
barrel supply.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they
fine.
need. You need a better price.
Yeah, so yeah, I think
Otherwise,
yeah, that should push oil up. Well, I think this would have been my second trade here, GP CAD.
Yeah, it's a good trade.
Yeah, look at GA. It did the same thing. I figured GJ would have too.
Yep.
Got to redeem it after yesterday. I heard it was rough.
Oh, yesterday was great, man.
Was it? I thought you guys. Mac was saying you guys lost on the news.
Oh yeah, but then had a buy stop too.
Oh, so it took you out, and then you made it back on the up move.
Yeah, my original bias was buys, but I don't know what made me do the sells. I have no idea.
Well, that's good. You you were fluid enough to let it go the other way then too.
Yeah, still in the end, I came out with $190 that day, so it was a pretty good day.
Yeah. That's some real emotional discipline.
Yeah.
I feel like most people, if they would have taken that big loss on the sell stop, they would have definitely just closed the buy stop then.
Oh, I didn't have time to react.
It was too quick.
It was
Oh,
too
I see the repeat, man. It literally just appeared on the screen. It didn't even move, did it? It was just like, there it is.
No, the candle just appeared.
Yeah, man. It's mad. It's so big as well.
That's insane.
All right.
Did you guys
cool.
have a... Sorry, go on. I was just
Go
going to
on.
say, did you have a lot of slippage? That's all I didn't, because I missed it completely. Did it
Yeah,
slip a lot, or...
yeah. My buy stop got slipped by 6 pips.
Oh, it's not loads. That's,
Yeah,
that's
my
still
stop-
annoying,
That's
but...
nothing, man.
Yeah, my stop got slipped on the sell by like 4 pips.
Oh, it's not... No, it's not the end of the
You know,
world.
my stop got slipped by 15 pips.
Oh, okay.
So I had a 1% risk. I lost 2.
Oh,
Mm.
all right. Gold's gonna continue the trajectory. Looks like GP Cat is still going. Oh man,
Oh, that's...
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah,
good trade.
boy.
why is Glenn so quiet right now?
I can talk. If you
Oh.
want me to talk, I could talk. I left a runner.
Oh, nice.
He's ordering the Lambo, man.
Yeah.
Using the
Yeah.
color.
Should have let my runner go. Jeez.
All right.
I'm holding you, cat.
EuroCAD, it just looks madness on the daily. It's like so big.
I haven't looked at Euro since coronavirus event in Italy.
So,
I'm on UCAD.
Oh,
USD
UCAD. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
man. Very clean setup.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning,
what's up, dude?
Daniel, Mr. Cluzy.
Just wanted to thank Glenn real quick. Thanks, Glenn.
You take that trade?
Yeah.
Very nice.
From your message, when you said GCAD made a high.
How
Beautiful.
did you enter, Daniel? 15.
Yeah, when the 15-minute broke the high.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, here we go.
That's Paul's method.
Yeah, that's it.
Let's go gold. Come on.
Yeah.
Well, if you think about it, right, the 2 previous 15-minute candles make up 30 minutes. So instead of waiting for an actual 30-minute candle to close, 2 15-minute bullish candles does actually
Yeah.
a good. So anyone
Yeah,
have much?
it's not going to go up. It shouldn't break the high of those previous candles. It should respect it and stay below.
Oh yeah, look what happened. It was perfect. Yeah.
Daily on GCAD had a very nice fake out. So I was bullish for the past couple of days.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I remember that. Right here. This one from yesterday.
Yeah.
This is the CAD news pushed it up. Isn't it
So,
awesome?
What made you buy gold? What was the trade?
Well, because gold was bullish. So when this candle was coming up, so when this candle started, it went down. When it was coming up, I took a buy with the anticipation it hasn't gone bullish. So trend is bullish, it should go bullish. So it went bullish, went to 10 pips, and then I closed.
Wow.
Yeah, and the next one continued to go up, and now this one is forming.
Gee, it didn't worry you about that you were right at resistance?
No, because trend was bullish. The candle hasn't gone bullish. It was still bearish. So I took a trade in the anticipation that it should go bullish. It went
Yeah.
bullish, and it closed 10 pips.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's it.
Plus it's gold, So I mean,
Yeah. You're right.
think about the people trying to sell. You know?
I want to hear their logic.
Yeah. Yeah, so most time I always keep that in mind. Okay, we're at resistance, heavy uptrend, gold or GJ. What about the people trying to sell? Yeah, they'll go in drawdown. Okay, perfect. I'll take a buy.
Oh, GCAD's still going.
Yep. Someone said GPCAD back to sell due to resistance. That's how people lose most of the time because price goes to support resistance and they just blindly take a sell or a buy.
GG did the fake out.
Why would you sell
1
it?
hour.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
Closed above 10. Now it's gonna fly.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, that GA trade looks like it was smooth, but when I entered, it pulled right back to like a pip above stop loss. I thought it was coming down. There's a hair on my phone. Kerwin, are you here?
And GG 4 hour flipped bullish, so could be something.
I don't trust it yet. Once we get above 138,400, which was a problem area during London, then I'm more confident that we're going to go to at least 139 potentially, like Chris was saying.
Perfect GG, man.
Oh, there goes GJ.
Yep. I mean it.
Wow, nice. I think it's going to continue pushing here.
Yeah, 4 hour looks nice.
4 hour looks nice. Looking at the daily looks nice to go bullish here.
Yeah.
Wow, GP Cat is still going. Gold is having a little rejection there. It's so nice when you're not in a trade and you're just watching. Oh, that's a very interesting question. Raja, if two 15-minute candles close bullish in a row, should we consider those as a 30-minute candle even if one of them is within the previous 30-minute bearish? Yes. So you could have taken... Yes, so that's why I think Glenn took the trade, because once the 15-minute broke the high of these ones, then the anticipation was that, okay, if the highs has been broken, this should make a new high. Continued on. You know, we really don't have anything going on. Considering the fact that we have NFP tomorrow, there's a very high chance gold might just range today for tomorrow. Very high chance. Normally that happens, when there's high volatility news coming up, pairs like USD and gold, they might start to range. Now, it's expecting bad numbers, so.
The thing is, it pushed pretty hard in London, so I think you're probably going to get a consolidation part now, and then in New York Open, probably get a bit further push.
Yeah, man.
That's what I'm looking at.
Push from 39 to almost $10.
So it's got to chill for a bit because this level's pretty strong as we see yesterday. So I think we'll get the same as we drew that kind of box yesterday. One of the same levels. So
man, gold has been moving like $20, $15 in a day lately.
Yeah.
So we should wait for GP CAD. No, GP CAD trade is done. It's donezo. This was the move on GP CAD and it's finished. Can I have a fire signal? I beg you, I lost 4K today. I don't know. If you lost 4K, I think you have more than that in your bank account, so you should be worried. Since we have these streams, since we have all this information on Instagram now, I mean, I don't think people should be over-risking a lot. Because it's just one thing we talk about here when you come here, like, manage your risk, don't overtrade. If you do that, you're going to lose money, you're going to have a bad day. Alright, what's this? Oh. Push in London, new low made, retracement, rejection, 30-minute bearish candle close at resistance, if it were to fill the wick, entry, trade, yeah, this makes sense. I would wait for a bearish candle close though.
GJ's a mess, man.
Did you guys take a trade this morning, Chris?
Yeah, I took a little one on GJ, broke even, and actually lost a bit of commission actually. So yeah, not great.
No over trading today, right?
No, I didn't miss it today. I can't believe that yesterday. That's bad.
You of all people can't be doing that.
No. It's all controlled. It's all controlled.
You got to be an example, Chris.
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
People are
To be
counting.
fair, with what you did, you still killed it. Like, to over trade like that and still just.
Well, it's only like it's 5-6 trades all in all, to be fair. But they're just like they're kind of multi entries, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, can you even say it's over trading if they were planned entries?
I don't think so. I wouldn't have took them if so. And if it wasn't for me winning the first two, I wouldn't have bothered. If that makes sense, because I was playing with profit at that point. I was going to try and maximise the day based on I would still make profit by the end of the day. I was never risking more than I made, if that makes sense.
Yep.
But the way the pound yen was moving, I didn't see a reason not to at the time.
Fair enough. You know a thing or two about a thing or two, I suppose.
I tried to think. I tried to.
Gold is ranging. GJ is ranging. Are you ignoring me? I've sent my chart 4 times. Nope, you probably didn't send it right. Do you trade BTC? No.
Rakeel, is my keyboard making a bunch of noise?
Nah, it's okay.
Okay.
Your chair is louder. So
My
keyboard is
chair?
fine, yeah.
My chair makes noise? I don't hear anything.
Yeah, your chair squeaks, man.
Yeah, your chair squeaks.
I'm too heavy, okay? God, you don't have to make fun of me because I'm fat. My left armrest keeps like loosening up. I feel like I bought a cheap, shitty chair. Because I've tightened it like 3 times.
Wow, if gold just did a liquidity grab to flip bullish on the 1 hour, I think that was the liquidity grab. 15 minutes just closed.
Gold should be good to 15 or 16.52 today.
16.52.
Yep.
So I got you covered.
Yeah, I've been in since 16:37.
Damn it. I knew it was coming. I was waiting for you to say.
Oh shit, Ted!
Oh, thanks for coming, Ted. Appreciate that.
Oh,
Well, you did well.
beautiful.
Every damn time.
I knew it. This guy with the
Comes
button
in here.
comes here and presses the fucking button,
Every single time.
and the thing just flies.
So what I think is going to happen is this. All right then, let's just do it now.
That was
shit. I think that's like
That's-
part of the move for 347.
that was the move.
Yeah. Well, I talked about this yesterday on my IG Live. I said what was happening, so I'm not surprised that it happened today, being
my
Thursday.
God damn.
Yeah.
What button are you pressing over there?
Magic keys.
Hey.
Oh,
Go up, boom. Goes like, boys want 16.52, no problem.
That's a good. When did you get into it? Was that in
Asian.
London? In Asian. Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah, because there's a zone. Tashawn was talking about this too. There's a zone at like 1635, 1636.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as we left that zone, I took entry.
Yeah.
And then once we broke above 1349, 13 or 1639.
Yep.
Then we're on our way back up to the top level. The other thing too is if you look at the daily chart, that yesterday's daily candle was a booby trap candle.
Yep.
I saw that this morning.
Yeah. So if you recognize that as gold
Yeah.
was going up yesterday, because like Raja says, this is Raja's analysis, this wick here didn't close below the previous one. So as soon as it started moving up, I'm like, oh, there's a booby trap candle. It's going to fill back up.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's a booby trap candle.
Yeah.
That's a good hold, dude.
Yeah. So finally, I caught it again.
Hmm.
It's good because you know what? I think, and this is a good learning opportunity for other people, is last year we missed all these like $10 moves because we were getting stopped out and we weren't getting back in. Now this year, I've caught I think about 6 or 7 of them right now.
Good.
And it's
Nice.
because last year we kept missing them and I was so frustrated. But what I did was I back tested all that and I started to recognize the pattern that it would create when it was going to do one of these stupid things. And every time it's happened so far this year, I've been able to capitalize on most of it.
Do you think that's based on the movement's been a bit more volatile now?
Yes.
Movement.
And, and that this same type of movement was because of Trump last year, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's just a different catalyst, but it's giving us the same type of movements. So I think that's if you recognize that from last year, like now trading gold has become a joke. Like it's stupid. Like even the information I gave out yesterday on IG Live, whoever listened to it probably made a bundle this morning because it's exactly what I said I was going to do happened.
Mm-hmm. We explained it on stream this morning, actually, same thing. The 48, this and the other as well, but you could have had options further, before we were on. But yeah, for sure. There's a couple of opportunities you could have took in London, actually.
So This chart someone sent, I think this was good trade. Your exit was when this candle closed bullish. And that's it. You should have exited right there. Because, you know, when the 30-minute candle is closing, like, you know, you have a bearish one, you expect the next one to go bearish, but when it closes bullish, that gives room for the next candle to continue bullish as well. So instead of having the full stop loss hit, you should have closed right here when this candle closed bullish.
Could set your partial stop loss as well, couldn't you?
Yeah. Oh man, gold is just continuing over here.
I think where you have your gray area, I think that's basically where it'll probably top out for this hour. Might go a little bit more, but 1652 is a very heavy resistance for me for some reason.
That's the weekly wick fill there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Like the 4 hour, like if we get a good pump, the 4 hour may come up to 1658, 1659 in that range. But that'll be a scary move. But I think if you're in now, 1652 is a good target, or if you've closed already for 10 pips or whatever, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I had 52.5, which was kind of annoying me.
Ted made me $480 today.
That's good.
I'm happy.
Happy. Everybody's happy.
Are we going to argue who called the target first? I don't know. Ted wasn't here when I said it.
No, exactly. It. No, it's Chris. It's Chris. I was busy doing things.
Well, to be fair, you said it yesterday as well. I'll give that being right again. So too.
My IG lives are never recorded because that's why they're called IG lives.
Yeah, because if you look left on the 4 hours, between 1647 and 1655. Wow. Between 1647 and 1656, I should say, sorry. Around about the 20th of February, there's like a big gap. And for whatever reason, price consolidates super hard around that point.
Yes.
That's that open, yeah.
So it kind of like pushes off as support and rejects super hard from as resistance. So I think when we get there, there's going to be like a huge, either we're going to like rocket past or we're going to reject it hard until NFP.
Yes. God is going to continue.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think so.
52 is there.
I think we could, if it breaks through here, I think we could potentially get back to what we were saying with Curving, just to 60, or just shy of 60.
We reached 1652.
Not with this candle.
Whoa,
baby.
Okay, so now if you're in trade, I'd really think about managing your trade at this point.
I'll manage it right now.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
I'm gonna press my buttons.
Because now we're entering that zone on the 4 hour.
Wow, this is crazy.
Press the button.
Press the button. Magic keys.
Okay.
This move has been brought to you by Magic Keys.
Magic Keys.
Sponsored by Magic Keys.
I think we're going to break.
There you have it. Jesus.
Watch it. I'd watch it.
Damn it.
1654 almost.
Yeah, 45 pips and a half close will do me. That'll do.
God damn it. Take profit got hit. Now I'm not gonna have another entry.
Well, it's just we're entering that 4 hour zone. So like Deshaun was saying, we got to be very careful around here.
Yep.
I mean, but it just keeps going. So maybe.
Well, then we can get 1660 today.
Yeah, 59.7 I think would be maybe not that far. 56.3.
Wow, this has been a good week for me.
No shit. It's not even finished yet, dude.
I know.
Good.
Oh shit.
Great week, man.
1654. All right, keep going.
What's it? What's my other one? I've got marked. 55.8 was the level I've got marked.
4 hour head and shoulder. What the fuck are we even looking at head and shoulders for? What?
Yeah.
We're here, gold's going up.
Probably needs to watch this here.
Can you imagine from this chart, you zoom out to the 4 hour and you start drawing head and shoulders and you miss a 40 pip move?
You know the funny thing is too, I know exactly what he's talking about. I just saw it. It's inverse though. Would you like me to put it up for you, Roger?
Send it to me.
Oh man.
I can. I'm on my.
Wow, this thing is just.
Yeah.
I just tuned into. Okay.
Yeah, that was a trade, man.
How many pips?
So 65 pip move over here.
I know.
Dude, how much you make? 100,000?
No, I'm 160 pips deep right now. I closed my other position at 80 pips.
It's just stupid.
Oh
dude.
shit.
It's just silly.
Oh Ted, you should have stayed in the trade, man.
So you're paying for the Miami Heat game, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
I was just gonna say that you know that suite we're talking
Yeah,
about.
exactly. But the only problem is there's only 10 tickets or 8 tickets or something like that. So
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna need one.
yeah, that's what I mean. So we'll figure it out. I'll see what's available.
Oh man, if I held gold, I would have made a bucket today, but it didn't.
You still
I think you'll get another chance around 1652, and I think that'll be the move up above.
Got 40 pips on one from a
Yeah.
48 to 52.
Oh, okay, nice. That liquidity grab on gold stopped me out.
Oh.
I don't know how it would stop you out because essentially your zone should have been wider. It should have been at least down to here. This is where your stop loss should have been below that.
Below the 1 hour here.
Yeah. Because you have to realize that this area here that Raja picked out, that's just a support, but then this whole area is liquidity. And then this area we're completing now, so we're filling these wicks over here. Like that's why I was saying at this point, if you've taken the trade, this would, the top of this area here would be a great exit. I mean, if you hold now, you don't get mad, but we could come all the way back down to here. Like this could just pull all the way back. Oh, Amanda beat me. She's got 70 pips. Yeah, she's a very good trader.
Yeah, we were
talking about
this
that.
morning. Yeah, we had a discussion this morning. She's on stream this morning as well, and yeah, she's doing awesome.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
I miss Burner on the streaming stuff.
You miss who?
Burner.
Burner, man.
Yeah.
He's working hard.
Yeah, he grafted, man.
He said he was coming back. Last time I talked to him.
Oh, I entered on the second 15 there. Just looking at momentum. What's been happening? Because London did similar.
Wow, this is awesome. This thing.
Profit 1654 and it got hit. Now I'm gonna wait if we can get a nice pullback.
No, now I'm gonna kick you out of the stream, man, because now you're gonna start overtrading.
So do you know you longer hold one? If you now looked at, say, putting stops at below that zone we were just talking about, is that where you've gone?
Yeah, so my stop loss now is up to 1647.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think that we're gonna probably tap into that region maybe once, if that. But I think now 1652 is probably the new region.
Yeah.
But I don't think we'll drop like $8. I mean, like I always say that, and it happens.
Yeah, every time.
I think you might find that this now we pierce into this zone, and like Kerwin was saying, maybe go up to 1660 and then hold in there and consolidate now.
Yeah, sensible.
But I mean, who knows, right?
Yeah, it's always a tough one. Second.
Do stupid things, right?
I was just trying to think where would be a good spot. I think it's not too bad. I don't know whether it'd be. Where did you say? 37.
Well, no, 1647. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, okay.
47. Because we've just tapped into that zone at 1652, and you can see the rejection it's done. So I'm hoping that now this will start to be the support area of the new zone. So it'll bounce around there. So your next candle setups, I'm hoping will look like this. There'll be like a drop here, like we'll get a dip here, and then you'll start to get this sort of movement here.
Yep.
And then we'll start to do this, and then after that, it'll do something like that. So that's why, like, if you're trading it right now, I'd be sort of cautious. I just think that there's going to be a little bit of problems in this area.
Wow, GJ is still a big problem here. Just ranging.
Yeah.
Gold not ranging. Bullish.
Yeah, man.
Now I have no analysis on gold. I mean, it's just because if you look at 4 hour, man, look how many times 4 hour has just tried breaking up but just rejected it. If P is bad, I think that's going to push gold through 1652. Back to 1660.
We may get a quick fill on the 15 minutes and 30 minutes. But like Ted says, may dip down a little bit near to 1650, 1649, 1650, no more than that, hopefully.
Oh, wow. Oh. Well, it was a nice attempt anyway. GJ moved 20 pips. What do you mean? Yeah, but things are going to move all the time. Things will move, but like, is there going to be a clean entry? Was there a clean entry on GJ sells? No. That's why it's ranging. A clean entry on GJ is going to be once it breaks this support and starts to move down. So that's going to be a clean trade. Then you can say, okay, you know what? GJ is amazing. Now it can move down. But once it's ranging, there's no clean entry. Of course, like, you know, if it's in a 40 pip range, it can move like, you know, 10, 15 pips and you can say, oh, it's moving. But it's very hard to say because there's no clean entry. You don't know whether this candle is going to go back up or go back down. What's this? Gold, 5 minute. What? This is an old chart.
Oh, I think that's where he took it in London, you know. So I think he took that trade in London.
1638. Oh, so okay.
Yeah. And I think he's holding it from there.
Damn.
I think.
Very nice then. 1638. Big move. Big boy with the big move. You know when you're in school and you come back after your big homework, big project, and everyone comes to the front of the class, oh, look at my project. No, look at my project, so good. That's what it is. Like, people win, and then like, oh, look at the trade I won. No, look at my one. Bigger win. Over GJ, what is another good pair to trade pre-Asian? EJ and UJ.
And CJ.
And GA. Gold, 2 hour chart. Buy stops at 1650, whatever that price is. Yeah, makes sense. I'm not, the only problem with those buy stops is if you look even on the 4 hour, you see candles have gone through and then came back down. So for me, the cause of concern is going to be like either gold is just going to keep pushing right through, or it's going to do one of these, like, you know, make a wick and come back down, just like it did right over here. because this is a very, very, very strong level.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's my concern. Is it's going to be very hard to trade in this area unless support's created on the smaller time frames and it just pierces through. I think we're going to have issues here, and it could reject all the way back down to 1649 or 1650. So I'd just be very careful how you're working with that pair right now, because 1652 was a target. If you're in the trade, I mean, obviously secure profits and just let it run. But if you're trying to re-enter again, I'd just be very cautious and really manage the trade accordingly, because it's going to really hurt you if it starts to move against you, where other people are still in profit, not caring what happens right now. Like, I don't care about this 30-minute candle, but if you're trying to take a position, you should already start to recognize exactly what's happened here. We have this zone that's pierced, and it's pierced through that zone, and we don't have a support yet created here. So you need a support created first before you can start looking at that. So you might actually miss this whole entire move up before we get over to here. And then you might be going from 1655 to 1660, basically. So just keep that in mind.
Whatever you do, just don't sell it.
Carlos, you still on UCAT?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
All right.
I've been from 134.10.
Oh shit, that's a nice play.
Yeah, thanks. Waiting for just this. Let's see. For this 4-hour wick.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be my first target. Well, my second, already close some.
Yeah, the structure is really good. If you're
We
on
got
that way,
we check on the 1 hour, it's very clean.
yeah. Target should be 134, 310, 311. Next target should be, it's gonna be an amazing trade. Going toward 1.3165, 64.
Yeah, I'm getting out at 134.27. That's my take profit, and I'm gonna leave a runner.
Okay.
Does this not sound like one person talking?
Yeah, because they're both Latin.
Yeah.
This guy's talking to himself right now.
They're both Spanish.
Yeah, so what do you think about my trade? Yeah, it's very good.
I always think
Rakeel, what's because the magic keys are wireless, right?
Yeah, wireless.
How far can you like walk away from your computer?
Depends. You have to see how it's connected. If it's Bluetooth or it's.
Wait, you have a wireless mouse?
I have a wired one.
Okay. Well, yeah, it's decent enough, but I wouldn't recommend it taking to the toilet and then start executing trades.
That's what I was thinking. If I had to go to the bathroom and I was watching on my phone, if I could enter.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Like, if you're just watching the charts on the phone and you're in the toilet and you have the magic keys, you can just execute open close from there.
That's an extra benefit. You should probably add that to the website.
I should add that to features. Yeah.
Maybe you can make like something that it works on your phone.
For Android, yeah. For MT4 and Android.
Yeah, that's probably a newer version we can try to implement.
Rakeel's turning into Steve Jobs. He's leaving Magic Keys 2.0, and it's gonna. Oh yeah, you can use it on your phone now.
Yeah.
Magic Keys 3.0. It's like
voice activation.
Yeah, use it in the shower.
That's right, waterproof version.
Yeah.
Facial recognition.
Fingerprint.
Fingerprint.
Yeah, it senses your facial expressions, and based on that, it limits your risk.
It's like you're emotional.
Yeah, if you're too happy, your risk will be reduced. If you're too sad, the risk will be reduced. If you have a poker face,
if your heart rate is over 70, you cannot trade.
Yeah, there's a heart rate monitor on it.
No, I can never trade.
No one would ever be. Yeah.
And now,
Put your thumb on the keypad and we'll test your heart rate.
for the first time ever, Magic Keys now has one button. Yeah, everyone goes crazy.
Yeah.
All right, looks like Gigi's gonna break this.
Did you see the S20 that's coming out?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna get that phone.
It's got
That's
space
really
zoom.
nice.
Samsung, right?
Yeah.
You gotta get the Ultra or the normal one.
Yeah. Oh, the Ultra. The only,
But it's too big, man. It's like 6.7.
That's all right. I'm used to now because with mine, I have the Note.
Okay, yeah.
So it's the same idea.
Yeah, that's pretty big as well.
How do you even put that in your pocket? You got to buy like special pants for that.
Well,
Yeah.
big boys have big
Man, it
pants
just
with big
fits.
pockets.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
big
true.
dicks.
Yeah, man.
Big pants.
Yeah.
It just fits.
Yeah, it does actually. It literally just fits in your pocket.
I'm due an upgrade. I don't know if to switch from being a sheep or not. Not sure.
An Android sheep.
No,
iPhone.
iPhone. I mean iPhones. But I've been looking at them. They look good, man.
Yeah, Apple got sued because they were caught by slowing down the batteries of iPhones. Yeah.
Slowing down the phones.
Yeah.
Yeah, slowing down the phone,
Slowing down the phone.
throttling it.
That's always the problem I had when I had the iPhone. Always.
Yeah, me too.
The new iPhone comes out and your iPhone is just starting to become crap.
Oh, someone sent a gold analysis here. Price broke out above resistance. Stop loss here. Wait for a pullback for a better entry. Yeah, I would say wait for a pullback. Or maybe, let's see here. There might not be a pullback. But buying over here, I would say it's very risky buying here. Very, very risky. This was the trade here from down over here. This was the trade. This was the move. Buying down there is very risky. Up over here. So maybe, you're right, maybe wait for a pullback to see if there's a support forming, like a bearish candles and then a bullish one, and then take a buy to go up. Someone just profited gold buys and then they signed up for market fluidity. Did a withdrawal, sent me a picture. He's like, all right, I'm buying it right now.
Nice. No, nice.
Welcome to the family.
Yeah, wow.
This.
Oh, man.
You're basically paying for it for them.
That's how it works. Awesome.
What's this? Oh,
No
Euro
hat today,
GBP.
yes.
Oh, very
So did?
nice.
Oh, sorry.
This is beautiful. Seems like it can continue going up there to your TP.
Is it warm in your house today, Chris? You're not wearing a hat.
Yeah, it's pretty warm.
Or is your heart rate just really high, so you're super warm?
No, I'm chilled out now. I've made a good trade. I'm good. I was getting a bit panicky, to be fair.
I ordered this thing here. It's called NextDock. NextDock. It's basically your phone connects to this thing and it becomes a laptop.
Phone does.
Yep, Android.
Wait, that's what
Yeah, but you had that.
Yeah,
It's
man, with the
Dex.
S10 already, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called Dex.
Yeah,
That's
so
10 years old.
I was looking for it as well.
there is $500,000 and this thing costs like $300.
But that's crazy, man. You can get the Dex for $50.
No. This is a laptop shell. This is a laptop shell.
Oh.
So I'm getting rid of my laptop. I ordered this, and I'm just gonna travel around with this and the phone, basically.
That's nice, man.
You can do
I'm
presentations
looking
on it,
forward as well.
everything.
Ah, makes sense actually.
But does it literally work like normal laptops, or
Yep.
is
Like
it still a bit different?
if you connect your Samsung phone to your computer, it's gonna become a Android desktop.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for as well.
Yeah. It's actually very, very cool.
But that's the same as Dex, man.
Yeah.
Is it going to be able to run fast enough though? Like to run like the software you're trying to do?
No, it's not. It's not for something huge. Like you're not going to be able to edit. You like whatever you can do on your phone, you'll be able to do on that. And
Okay.
you can do a lot on your phone, like documents.
Don't expect Photoshop or video rendering or nothing like that.
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty cool.
MT4 also works on that. MT4, MT5.
Does it work with iPhone?
No.
No.
No, it's for Android only. Man, for you guys, Apple has MacBooks, man.
The MacBooks suck.
Yeah, plus you also have to sell your balls to buy the MacBook. So expensive.
That's so true.
Come on, man.
So true.
Don't
Yeah.
blame Mike.
Yeah, I'm proper stuck in that cycle, man.
I have a Chromebook. And
Having a Mac is like having a status, man. It's like buying a expensive car.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
You see someone with a Mac with an iPhone 11 Pro, you see, come on, this guy has money.
Yeah, you ain't nothing unless you got the top one. You have to buy the new one every time.
The Pro. Otherwise, you're shit, man.
You ain't shit, no.
Alright.
Morning, guys.
Hey, rich.com.
I thought you said, hey, bitch.
So I did too.
No, his name is rich.com, man. We're waiting for support to be created to retest the high. That's actually a good idea. That you're waiting for support to be created. I would say if you get a healthy 15-minute candle closing bullish, you could expect the next one to at least retest the high at like 1653, 52.
Such a nice trade on gold.
Yeah, thank you. It was all Ted. Fuck. I was thinking about it. Ted, yeah, we're gonna go to 1652, and 2 minutes later, boom.
It worked out well.
Yeah. I think it's also because like we've been watching it for so long, every day.
Yep.
You get that intuition. You can just sense it.
Well, yeah, and I mean, you can see how the charts have played out, and you've been watching it from like 1600, right? So you're really in tune with the different areas and the different zones, and you know where the pullbacks are going to be, and then based on that information, you know when you look at pullbacks, when we see this kind of pullback, you're able to gauge almost the length of the pullback now because of the fact that we've seen it happen so many times. Like gold will rip up like $8 and then pull back 4 or 5, right? So you come to expect it. Where this dropped to 1650, this was not surprising to me. This I expected this to happen.
Where is GJ going? GJ is at a support 137,900. Once the support breaks, it's coming down to 137,650, I would say. The target. There we go. Target there. All right, what's this? Someone sent a chart. Oh, US 30. Someone has a buying analysis here. Makes sense. Is it US 30? No, it's
US 500.
500, S&P 500.
S&P 500. Hey guys, is there a way to mute your WhatsApp notifications? I keep thinking it's mine. Oh, that's yours. Are you taking a second trade? Maybe. I might look at GJ. If GJ starts to break below 137,900, that's the sell I'm going to take. But other than that, I'm probably done for the day. What broker do you use? It's in the description there. You can go check it out. Ooh, what's this? Gold analysis. Being cautious with initial jobless claims number tomorrow after the factory orders should present a down shipment. Yeah, I think this idea is good technically. That should come down here to do a retest to continue going up. But at the same time, if the candle support is the thing with gold after a big move is it might not give you that perfect retest. So you're almost entering on impulses, but you're also keeping in mind that where your stops are going to be. Like, let's say if someone was to enter right over here, your stop is going to be like around like at least 20 pips because of the volatility in gold.
Yeah, I'd also be aware too that we're coming towards the end of the hour. So next hour there might be a tap again, and this is the support being created on the hourly. So you might have an opportunity to get in again when the new hour starts, if that's what you desire.
Let's take a look here. Daniel Bateman. Watch for GJ to hold support. Looking for the bullish move. Oh, nice. Long-term target. Tomorrow is going to be a deciding factor about gold. Are we going to break 52 or not? This is a very clean chart. I like this. There's no indicators, just candles. Right. Let's go to this chart here. Oh, AUD-CHF. Arrow going up, going down. No, down, up, down. Perfect. Looking for a break and retest. Question, stable pairs or volatile trade? First, you have to identify what is a volatile trade. A volatile trade is when you don't know where price is going to go, whether it's going to go up or down, it's just going, let's just moving up and down, That's volatility. I think you meant volume. So question should have been stable pairs or high volume trades. So I would say high volume trades. So if you look at this candle, this was a high volume trade. Why? Because it's on a pair that has a lot of volume in it, which is gold. Lots and lots of volume. You need volume to take profitable trades. If you want to be quick, like, half an hour trades, 15 minutes, 20-minute trades, you need pairs that have a lot of volume, like GJ, like you have GP CAD. Glenn here, he called this GP CAD move up. It was very nice this morning. So if you look at pairs like UJ sometimes now it has low volume. So I tend to stay away from pairs with low volume because my nature is that I want to be in a trade and I want to be done with the trade in 15 minutes to 20 minutes. That's it. Where did you first start learning? I've been doing baby pips, but some people say it's not very good. Well, those people haven't made nothing. That's why they say it's not very good. I started from babypips.com. Man, if you guys don't go to babypips.com and if you don't learn the basics, you're doing it wrong. When I first started, I messaged Ted and he's like, yep. I started from babypips.com, like, okay, I'm going to go there. And I start from there.
Yeah, I think people need to understand how to decipher information and how to leverage information. There's a lot of times where, like, if you went to babypips.com, you may not read the entire website from start to finish, but you might skim it and you might find that there's small little pieces of information that help you directly, like just in terms of what you're reading or just a little bit more help. The mistake people make is they take a book and they read it from start to finish and they'll be like, that book was crap. And the idea when you're reading books for knowledge instead of reading them for a story, a lot of times you skim through the book. Like, you shouldn't be sitting reading a book from front to back if you're looking for knowledge. Like, that's like when you read a textbook, it's like they're supposed to be used as resources. They're not supposed to be read from start to finish. You should be you should be looking at a textbook, looking at sort of the table of contents and saying, okay, what do I want to look at and what do I think is important for me, and zeroing in on that. Because a lot of books and a lot of message boards or forums or videos, they all have the same sort of information. I compare this again to playing cards. When you look at poker, like 8 people have written poker books. Most of the poker books are exactly the same. So you'll read a section and you'll be like, I already read this, like I know this information, but there'll be one little nugget in that book that changes your perspective on things. And that's what you should be aiming for when you're reading through message boards, you're watching videos. You should be skimming through them going, okay, I understand this, I understand that. Like, don't waste precious time watching something over if you understand that concept. Try and skim through it or fast forward through things and say, okay, is there a piece of information here that will help me, give me a little bit more perspective on what I'm doing specifically? Like, manage your time more effectively. Don't sit there and read, because Ted said read trading in the zone, I'm going to read trading in the zone from start to finish. Like, you don't have to do that. Like, if you understand psychology, you may want to read trading in the zone just as you skim through it. Be like, okay, I understand that concept. Yeah, okay. Individual trading, I understand that concept. Things of that. A lot of times people, you get caught up in saying, I got to read all these books to be successful. It's like, no, just skim through them, take pivotal points, make some notes, and then move on, or use them as reference. And I think that's the biggest issue a lot of people have is they, when they're like, well, how many books did you read? It's like, I've read 20, 30, 40 books, but I don't read them from cover to cover. It's like I skim through them, I grab points out of that, make some notes, retain that information, and move on. Like, if you asked me, what was this part of this book, I probably couldn't tell you because it's not important to me. But it formulated all my thoughts and ideas because I was able to gather information. I was able to see what made sense for me.
is in New York open over here? Candles still closing bullish. Ah. Detroit, don't make this your primary income. Yes, that's true. It should start as a hobby, then it should continue as a secondary income, and then it should become your primary income. Alright, what's this chart here? GU. Price stepped up on USD weakness, broke through zones, retested the zone twice, waiting for a strong bullish candle to enter on. Yeah, I guess if you have this candle closing bullish, then the next one you could anticipate it to continue moving up. But also you have to understand that this is ranging, so you might have some zigzag movements. But the idea makes sense. That's correct. Oh, this looks like it's continuing up over here. Can you analyze XTI USD? Oh, no. Type what you just said about the trading sequence in huge letters on market fluidity. That should be the first thing people hear. Oh, I forgot what I said. Oh, about the hobby to a secondary income and then to a primary income. You guys are great, learning a lot. I think you guys are great because when people ask questions, that's a learning opportunity for everyone else. EG buys. Oh, I think it worked out, right? It worked out.
It's kind of printing like a support right now, I think. I mean, I'm waiting for a support to be formed. And if GJ breaks, then this gives more confidence for Euro pound to go up.
Yeah, I think it's gonna work because the previous 30-minute candle closed bearish with no wick, and if it's gonna continue up, I think it's just making a lower wick to continue bullish.
Yeah, I would want to see this candle to close bullish to give me a proper risk-reward ratio.
Should I break my plan and take a buy right now in EG?
Nah, don't do it, man. Or if you feel like gambling.
Yeah, because the stop is going to be like 6-7 pips.
Yeah, but there is like a half an hour for this candle to close.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
That's fine. Well,
and the reward is like 13, safely 13, and if it goes all the way up, there's a 25. All right, let's take a look here. I'm already up here for the day. I think I can open a smaller lot size here. This should continue moving bullish. Based on what I've seen, it should continue moving bullish. I got in at 86673.
Yeah, nice. I got it too.
For people looking to like copy, this is like I'm using a one lot, so I have maybe like $60 at risk. Can you please follow the rules? People. I like the way you teach. I need your help, Sir Rakeel. Oh, what's this chart here? Euro New Zealand, waiting for this current candle to break the high. It looks like it should continue moving up. Because the pound is getting weak, then EJ should continue up. And if the euro is strong, then EG should continue up even more.
Yeah. Yeah, and on 1 hour there's a wick to fill, so
yeah.
Yeah.
So so the whole idea is that this 30-minute candle closed bearish with no wick at the bottom, which means there's no range for the next candle to go bearish with. And I think it just made a liquidity wick to continue moving bullish. So this wickless candle, it means nothing. This is just like a retracement. Let's see what happens. Playing with house money. Why are you over trading now? Yeah, I mean, I'm up. I made some decent profits this morning. Oh, 3,500. So I think risking $60 out of that is not a big deal at all. Just to see, like, if this setup really works. That's the thing. So this is probably my second trade here. What session do you guys prefer to trade? I prefer to trade New York session. My friends here, some friends, they prefer to trade the London session. Some prefer to trade the Asian session. So there are a lot of differences. What's your goals for 2020? My goal for 2020 is to, like right now, I'm during my goal. My goal is to do 12 boot camps for 2020. So one boot camp every month. Right now, so far, I've done 2. So let's see how the rest of the year goes.
Man, I really like those magic keys.
Yeah, they're pretty nice. They're pretty neat.
Easy to use, man.
What's one good use you found with magic keys?
Stop loss at entry.
Instant execution.
Instantly, yeah.
Automatic risk management.
Yeah.
And yeah, that calculator is pretty good.
A lot of partial stop loss. Take profit.
Everything's amazing.
Yeah.
Ooh, what's this? Someone sent a chart. Gold, 15-minute. Break and retest. Wait for retest entries. TP at first daily resistance 1664. See, breaking that today, I'm not going to say it's going to be hard because anything can happen fundamentally and can just push gold to 1660. But technically, I think that move should be reserved for tomorrow with NFP. Not today, but for tomorrow. High risk to have stop loss just under the open candle. No, basically with this, I'm expecting this candle to close bullish, the 30-minute candle, right? And for the 30-minute candle to close bullish, I want the first 15-minute of the 30-minute candle to close bullish. If this 15-minute candle closes bullish, then there's a higher chance that the overall 30-minute candle is going to close bullish, which would mean the second half of the 30-minute candle should also close bullish, which will be the next 15-minute candle. And once the 30-minute candle closes bullish, then you can say, okay, you know what, we broke up, we made a support, and now the next one should continue moving bullish. But then again, you also have a stop underneath this candle, anticipating that, okay, now this candle should not break the low. If it breaks the low, then the buying analysis is invalid. So don't look at losses as, oh, I took a loss. Look at a loss as, okay, my trade was invalid. Like, price reached a point which said, okay, now my trade idea is invalid. That's it. So you're in any trades? Yes, I'm in an EG buy. Tips for beginners. Yes, focus on 1 or 2 trades a day. That's it. That's the biggest tip I can give somebody. And don't spend more than 3 hours on the charts. Or you will end up like me and Monty with no hair.
Yo, bring me into this, dude. I wasn't really listening, I just heard no hair.
If you look at yesterday's live session, he was supposed to have a runner on GJ that should have hit break even. Yeah. Have you ever been in an occasion where you have a lot of money and just don't know what to do with it, like you achieved everything?
Yeah, every day.
Every day.
Every day.
I had that problem.
money is only important when you put emphasis on it. I think once you assume happiness and you're content with your life, money becomes a byproduct of that, and you use money then to just do what you want to do, but you should already be happy. The issue is people are chasing money to become happy, thinking that happiness or money will buy you happiness. Money's not going to buy you happiness. There's been many instances where I've not been happy, and I still have a lot of money. You can't buy certain things with money that as a human you require. Your needs as a human that are, intangible, you can't purchase. So you're going to find very quickly, as soon as you have money, it's not going to change you internally. You have to do that on your own. And my suggestion is you do that before you get money, because the money will come easier.
I think it's also the fact that, when all your needs are met, bills are paid, and then you have that extra laying around. Mm-hmm. Because now you literally, you have nothing to do, nothing else to do.
I cry in a mansion or Ferrari, but you'll realize you won't want a mansion or Ferrari. I don't want a mansion because it's way too big and it takes too much time to clean. There's too much work to be done. I mean, why would you want such a massive house? You're not going to use all the rooms anyways.
Yeah.
And you think you're going to have all these lavish parties. Like everyone always tells me, like, oh man, Ted, if you have like a 8,000 square foot house, you can throw these big parties. It's like everybody has their own lives. You're not going to have 50 people come to your house and hang out every day of the week. You're going to have that once in a while, and it doesn't justify having a 10,000 square foot house for one person. It's absolutely ridiculous to think of that, but people have these preconceived notions because they watch movies and they see celebrities that have all these lavish parties. Those are parties that they do for hobnobbing and smoozing. They're not parties to be like, hey, let's celebrate things. Right?
To be honest, even if I had that type of cash, I wouldn't even want that anyway, to be honest. It's just too excessive. I was like, you don't really need that. I'm more so kind of conservative in terms of I just keep to myself or a group of friends, really. I would rather that than having some big whoopsie as a party, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think a lot of people when they always tell me like, "Oh, I'll buy everything that I want." It's like you're gonna realize you're not gonna need all that stuff. Like, I mean, yeah, it's great to be able to buy things without having to worry, but man, I still scrutinize every purchase I make for the most part.
I mean, is it fair to say that you're less angry in some cases as opposed to maybe when you achieved all your goals, regardless of the monetary gain?
I think my disposition changed when I started to understand what really mattered. It wasn't based on achieving goals, it was understanding myself. I think once you understand yourself, you feel a lot better.
Okay, I think that's fair.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's true.
Yeah, that's
And I've
true.
not really even made any big withdrawals yet, but obviously I've been trading 5 years, binary options for 2, Forex for 3. And I've been battling for 3 years to control certain bad traits that you grow that you learn as you grow up, and that you also inherit from parents and grandparents, and just breaking certain psychological cycles. And once you break those psychological cycles, it's kind of mirrored in your trading behaviors.
It is.
And once you achieve a goal in the market or a goal in your Forex account, it's like, okay, I achieved this goal because I've broken certain cycle. So that is more satisfying than making X amount of currency.
Yeah, I think like myself personally, I've always been a very aggressive person in nature in anything I've done. And that came over to my trading, and I walked on the edge for a lot of times when I did my trading. And now I've learned not to be as aggressive, but there's still a lot of tendencies of aggression, like not like I would say like fighting aggression, but just how I deal with situations. And I've tried to learn to control that. Like I've balanced that out now a little bit more, where I'm not as aggressive in my lifestyle.
That's one of the reasons why I've recently quit security, because just every other weekend is just a different situation of fighting, and it becomes detrimental to your life, because I've got 3 young kids as well. It kind of has negative connotations for when I'm not working, because I'll fight at work, but then the police ain't just going to take charges when you're at work. They're going to come to your house. They're going to tell you you've got a court case, or you have a court case pending.
Right.
It's like, yeah, it's time to. But I only did that. I only made that decision once I felt like it was justified by making correct trading decisions. Just to clarify that, I didn't just quit my job because I thought I was going to make £1 million trading. No, I didn't. Certain things that I wanted to achieve first.
Sounds like you had bad confidence issue, or you had confidence issue. I didn't have confidence issues. It was just I've been put in certain situations in my life where it's required me to fight to get out of them. So that innately has been part of my lifestyle, where I don't fight with people, but I push as hard as I possibly can. And that aggression is not for everybody. And you realize that a lot of people don't like to be pushed, right? Like you're in relationships or you're with friends or things like that, and you realize some people don't have that same energy or that same drive. And that took me a lot of time to understand. And I had to also slow down the way that I did things. Because like I'll go and I'll do self-destructive things just because. And I recognize those, but I've realized that I have to do that because it sort of just, it allows me to reset. When I have a lot of pent up energy, I have to go do certain things just to get it out of my system. A lot of times I'll go just play cards because I just need to get it out of my system. Whether I win or lose is not relevant to me. It's just, I just need to get it out of my system. And once I get out of my system, then I reset and I'm okay.
Would that be one of your vices in terms of like, like you just mentioned, get out of your system? Would would you say in some cases that could be detrimental if you just to get something out of your system by using a vice in that particular? Oh shit!
Holy.
Thank you, Mr. Tessa Franco. I got done.
Sorry, Ryan, had to stop you there because I was
Yeah.
just.
No, that's fine, man. That's fine. Fuck, that's some shit. And I just missed it too. Okay, this is the last I'm talking to Ted because I'm missing trade too.
No, but we said 8 a.m. and you had all this area right here. Remember?
That's true. No. My fault. Oh boy. That was quick though, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 minute basically.
Man, my execution lagged. I got such a bad entry, I had to close.
Sorry.
Oh.
But if you look at the stock market's tanking, man.
Yeah, man.
What was the reason for the stock market tanking exactly? Because I keep hearing about oh, never mind, forget it.
We're in a recession.
Recession and coronavirus and all kinds of bullshit. So
yeah, but they're using that as a cover up. They're using that as a scapegoat, to kind of facilitate all of these contractions in global markets. So if you look with this coronavirus has brought a 50% decrease in volume in shipping tankers leaving China. It's brought a global shortage in the pharmaceutical industry. So China make 80% of the drug ingredients for all of the pharmaceutical companies in the world, and half of the drugs that anyone consumes in the world are made in America. So it's had a huge impact on that. The port of Los Angeles, the busiest port in America, has had a 30% decrease of shipping volume, and then manufacturing has also decreased. So it's just an excuse, a scapegoat for these people to kind of push their already orchestrated plan on people like us, really. But being in the markets kind of helps you see that, and you can kind of benefit from it too.
Yeah.
Okay, that was really good analysis. Fun.
Also,
That
stock
was really
market,
good.
man. Stock market. People are buying.
No, but what he said made total sense, though.
Dow Jones is tanking, man. Grab your gold, guys. It's gonna go all the way up 1660, 1665.
Christ, the stock market is talking.
I know you guys don't trade UJ, but the yen is gaining strength right now, or any type of low end currency, low end. Anyways, yeah.
Oh shit.
Curving, you're still on gold.
No, I had a sell on Dow Jones, and man, I just did $600 less than 3 minutes.
But what, you had it when? Today?
I had this structure on Dow Jones, but I use Dow Jones though. I know it's really complicated to trade. I had the Dow Jones map it out, and I was looking to break previous support. And fuck's sakes, in 3 minutes, man, at 8 point, basically are moving down. So I took my entry, and oh man, what a nice move. So gold more than likely is retracing a little bit, and it's gonna continue going up. Trust. We're gonna reach 1665 probably today. This market is crazy today.
Pre-market is
Yeah, man.
Badaman.
Yeah. Cannot wait. Gold should fly around 9.
Yeah, 2% down on pre-market, the S&P.
Well, this EG is still running.
I placed my EG at break even.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because don't want to risk it. It's almost the end of the day for me, so.
Oh, someone sent it.
Raja, I love your majesties, man. Fuck.
Thank
nice
you, man.
action, closing right on time, and oh my God, it is a blessing. Having majesties is a blessing, man.
Yeah, we're gonna have a review page where everyone can send a video of how the magic keys have helped them.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I just put it on my Instagram as well. I took a re-entry on gold on the pullback.
Yeah.
And it worked really well. It's nice.
Do you guys have a Telegram group? Well, I'm gonna show you where you can go. If you go to over here, and there's this guy. This guy, he hosts London sessions on YouTube.
Yeah, man. Every day.
And then we got this meathead over here. This meathead, he holds the Asian sessions on YouTube.
Meathead.
Oh my lord, grab your seat because gold is gonna fly.
Wow, man.
Today is gonna be a nice move on gold.
Whoever is in gold sells, man. Wow. You got
I'm
balls.
sorry for you, man.
I think
Yeah.
I might, if we get a pullback, I might get stopped out.
Like if you look at the daily candle, this is what we were talking about earlier.
Weekly is decent now.
To be honest, what's your target on gold, man? 1670?
I've got 58. That's why I was just planning for 58, but I'll go in at 52.33.
Yeah, I'm
My
going
goal
15,
target's
16.7.
Oh, sorry.
16.7.
That's what I was going to say.
All right.
1668 or 1670.
Because at this point, I'm nowhere trading though. I just grab another entry on gold.
I think at this newest entry, I could get stopped out still though, but
Yeah.
Range.
This chart looks good. The only thing is this yellow line should be a little lower. Yeah, it should be a little lower right over here. This is your support. And this whole thing is just a range. Oh wow, this is still going on.
Oh, don't come back, don't come back. What are you watching on? 1 minute? Oh, that's fine. I just looked at mine, I was like, man, it didn't move that far.
1676.
Do you think 52 safe?
1661. 60. 1660.
Yeah, it's gonna fly.
Yeah, man.
As long as we stay above the 1653, we're good. Yeah, 1653. Okay.
Fingers crossed.
We got nothing, right? To the left. Yeah, if we close about 55. We have nothing to the left till 60.
Yeah, 59.7 would be. There's a little zone I had about where we are now, but that's a long
Yeah,
way.
yeah, that one. Yeah, that's the one I'm watching. We close above. And the 30 minute.
Yeah, that's it. Just press that button again. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I'll work on that. Give me a second. I'm just cleaning up the bots here in the
Cheers,
chat.
dude.
Fuck the bots today, man.
I feel like I'm playing whack-a-mole.
Just pop up.
They just keep popping up, and it's like basically suspend, report, delete, suspend, report, delete.
Yeah, they come around at New York Open, they stay till like an hour and then they go away.
Yeah.
God damn, this euro pound is moving slowly.
It does, man. I like it
That's
long-term
euro
trades.
pound.
Yeah, that's my long-term trade game.
Yeah, I know, man. Has...
Thank you. Another trade closed.
Yeah, so we should finish. Gold should probably top out at 1564 then. First target probably 1660 and then 1664.
Lovely.
We're approaching it. This whole area is very. I mean, this is a forest where animals will jump on you.
I know, it's very sketchy.
Yeah,
Look at these wicks over here.
I know, that's the problem.
I think looking at momentum we've got is pretty good. I don't know whether we need to come back much, but looks like we did that earlier.
The momentum was pretty good when these candles were bullish too.
Well, yeah, to be fair, yeah. I'm just. Come on, let's go.
This momentum is so beautiful on gold, man.
This is when Alice goes in the Wonderland and the cat smiles at her. Ah, you're not
Well,
gonna get her alive.
managed to do what we didn't do yesterday, so that's pretty cool. Not getting above
Yes.
48 properly. That's decent.
Yes. Beautiful. Yeah, man.
You should be good. We had some pretty bad news just now.
What, pound news?
No, on US.
US dollar. Oh, do we?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course it was. Yeah, I forgot. that was-
Jobless claim.
And it's virtually all bad, so I think you should be fine.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's gone above the previous 30 minute.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
Damn.
Get ready, baby.
Where's the super target, man?
1660?
1660.
Yeah.
That's how we go.
Yeah, 1660, 1670.
Yeah, man. Quick draw a candle for the gram.
Yeah, that's a smart move.
Yeah, gonna put EG in at break even.
Yeah.
Yeah, my Euro New Zealand trade flew.
Yeah, you're in New Zealand is flying today, non-stop.
Yeah, I got in on the last 30-minute candle.
This the one that just finished.
Yeah, though I got in on the previous one. I sent a chart
Whoa.
earlier. I was waiting for the high to be broken.
Whoa, that's like 40 pips.
Yeah. I only had one position. I closed when I hit my TP.
Very nice.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's been a good move today.
Man, I still can't believe you came all the way from London to Miami for the boot camp.
And now you're coming all the way to London to do a boot camp.
Yeah. How do you find setups easily? Well, Keval, how do you find setups easily?
Patience is possibly the best word I can give you.
It's pretty hard
I took
to
one
explain.
trade at 7:30, and I haven't taken, which was 6 hours ago, and then I just took one half an hour ago.
Oh wow!
Looking at candles.
Looking at candles.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's say if you're looking at GJ here, right? And if someone says, okay, GJ, there's a high chance it will break support, and I'm going to watch it as it breaks support. Once it breaks support and comes down to your target, and if you missed a trade, you look back to see that, okay, how could you have executed on that sell? And when you get that answer, then you wait for it to happen again the next day. If it happens the next day, then you're like, okay, you know what? Now I found this trade because I saw it happen yesterday, and I'm going to execute it on it now. And then you execute on it, and then you win. And then you post it on Instagram, and everyone's like, oh wow, man, nice trade. You're like, oh yeah, same thing like yesterday.
No, they don't say that. They say, oh, it's demo. And what else? There. How big was your lot size?
Oh, long challenge. Oh, got stopped out at break even.
Got stopped out. Well, what you gonna do when they come for you?
That's the exact point where I took us. Well, I was about taking a sell yesterday. To the left.
To the left, to the left. Because I can't find moves in a whole week sometimes, and you find them every week. We actually try to find a move every day.
Every day,
But
2, 3.
yeah, but you have to, like, these are small moves, like 15-minute, 30-minute candles, that's it. But I would say I think anyone who's starting Forex, you should at least get someone to help you along the way. Without help, it's very hard. a very extreme level. Like getting help, these live streams is a huge resource for help. You know, these live streams can really, I mean, it can just propel your learning experience like much faster than you're going to do it on your own.
Kaval, what's your Instagram?
Mine?
Yeah.
I'll put it onto the Zoom. There's no trading things on there though. Just so you know.
Is it Kev Mojo?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, it's like my Instagram. Basically, I kept my Instagram just for family thing, you know, not for trading issues, stuff.
But Kev, you didn't have another one? Trading related?
No, I've got another trading one if you want it.
Oh.
Yeah, the red something, right?
Red
stone.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's a good one, man.
There you go. Basically, I just journal my trades there.
Gotcha. That's pretty cool.
Because on the Kev Mojo, you don't have anything, right?
Nothing at all. Well, I just have pictures of me. That's your thing.
Picture of you.
Yeah.
I see zero pictures, nothing at all.
I see him.
On what, Kev Mojo?
Yeah.
There's 6 photos on there. 6 or 7.
Kev Mojo. I don't see anything, man.
Are you sure you're following the right one?
Probably not, because I see him.
Let me search for it.
Yeah, my Instagram went from bodybuilding to just a bunch of charts.
Chris is so jealous of my hair. He literally brings it up at least twice a day.
Yeah, well, you can tell why, man. it's pretty obvious.
Yeah, but you put an underscore.
There's underscore.
Yeah.
But your Instagram is without underscore.
Oh no, my one, that's not me. Oh, actually, sorry, actually, no, wait.
Yeah, you typed it wrong, man.
Did you? No, I thought it was. I got it at the end, man. I think actually, isn't it?
Oh wow, they're cutting oil.
You got a pic of the Taj Mahal, right?
Sorry, no underscore. There you go.
Yeah, I see.
Oh,
and now I can see you, man.
They're cutting massive oil over here.
Yeah.
I think
they're losing money every day with that price, man.
Yeah.
That's supposedly in addition to OPEC as well. So OPEC have said 1 million. Saudi are going for another 600,000. Apparently Russia are committing to another 500,000.
Oh, they're trying to squeeze Iran. Well, that was a good exit on EG. Break even. Very nice.
And if you take a look at gold, they head through earlier, man, they were so on point on 30 minutes. They drew the candles with the weight going to the downside, retest to 1650 somewhere, and then continue going up. You remember this long wick on the, because this candle were drawn like Tetsa Franco right here. We drew this candle with the wick to the downside, closing bullish, the next one bullish, this one bullish.
Yeah, Rakeel, what you're saying about Iran makes sense because with regards to the coronavirus, it's kind of like it's like an excuse for. It's like the US have played chess, and everyone else in the world has been playing drafts or checkers or something. Because with this coronavirus, it's kind of essentially forced a recession sooner than a lot of people would have projected. And if Iran have to cut their oil, then along with the other sanctions that's being placed on Iran, along with the coronavirus kind of ravaging the country, Iran's a mess, man.
Yeah.
Like, huge.
Oof. EG fell.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a nice close.
Yeah. My day is coming to an end here in 20 minutes.
Gym time?
No, I have to go to the dentist.
Ooh. Oh, it's just
Yeah, now I don't mind it. I'm like, oh, you want to drill in the mouth? Go ahead.
That's root canal 5.0.
Yeah, man. That's like every time I go there, she tells me a rate. I'm like, come on, Dr. Disha. I spent so much money over here. You still want to charge me this one? And then she's like, oh, okay, we'll lower it down for you. Or she gives me some compensation or whatever.
And always after discount. Most people settle for like a lolly or something after, you know what I mean?
Oh, no, man.
No, it's like, no, what discount?
After my third root canal, I'm like, listen, this is going to be another $1,100 and I want like a cut. She's like, okay, I'll do a free filling for you. I'm like, okay, perfect. Yeah.
Damn it.
Because they're charging.
Rasha goes to the dentist like I go to the service center for
you know what I mean? Yeah.
Throw in the floor mats.
Well, the thing is, like,
air freshener.
they charge the insurance up the ass, you know. So I'll say, hey, like, just give me a cut now.
You'd never get away with that here.
Well, you just gotta ask.
Yeah, that's probably no.
You know,
What are they doing? Are they working on the same thing?
No. Different.
But Raja, old people from from Pakistan and India are like that, right?
That what?
No, but you guys always
Yeah, we love discounts.
Yeah, always after discount.
I feel like everyone loves discounts though. That's not just.
You should always ask for a bargain, man. Like 90% people are really reasonable people. Like they're really like when they see a question like that come up out of nowhere, they're like, oh, what?
So when people want to join market fluidity, they should ask you for a discount.
Yeah, that's the good one. Yeah, Paul, you're my hero.
Man, you're giving out the secrets now.
Come on, Rakeel, I give you $100 for magic keys.
Beta, come to the live streams.
Thing is, we know Rakeel's response to that.
$100 or I'm walking out.
He'd be like, bye then.
The last chance.
You know, Rakeel.
Hmm.
You know, I had a patient of mine that didn't have teeth and survived perfectly well.
You're a dentist.
No,
Oh, that's an optician.
Oh.
But you know, one of my patients didn't have any teeth and he survived perfectly well. You
Wow. But then he can't enjoy the food, you know? That's the problem.
Yeah, what about
No, he was
steak?
eating steak. He was eating steak perfectly fine with his gums, I think.
Oh, what?
Oh.
Must be a well done steak then.
I don't know what it was.
Yeah, that's crazy. I couldn't imagine having no teeth.
Damn it, gold. Gold got me.
Yeah, gold is actually setting up for a massive move up now. This is turning into a big consolidation area.
Liquidity.
Yeah.
Grab and up we go.
This is a big consolidation area, so it's going to get ready to move.
That was a bit too tight.
Yeah, it's pulling back because the 9 o'clock hour, right? You're gonna get that drive for the 9 o'clock hour, and that's gonna be the catalyst then for New York stock market open.
Will you say we were gonna have a nice move around 9:30 or 10 a.m.?
I think so. I think there's gonna be a big push because this. Look at it this way. This move here, this candle makes absolutely no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. Like it's driving down back into this range over here. Just because it wicked to this, and I think this candle here was too early.
I'll wait for a better entry, I think.
Yeah, but the two previous bullish candles on 30 minutes that you drew, they were on point.
Yeah.
Closing bullish and the next one bullish was a massive move.
The thing is, I've noticed with gold is you find like either the last half hour of gold, you either get a massive move up or you get a massive move down to set up for 9 a.m. Usually if you look at the charts and you look at the last 30-minute candle on gold every day at like 8:30, it's a really erratic candle, and then 9 o'clock everything starts to stabilize again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's why this candle here, you know, you got that push up and it pulled all the way back. I don't believe that candle for a second.
Now, knowing this, how are you gonna put an entry on this?
Well, what you would be doing is you'd be watching your 5-minute time frame, and as soon as 9 o'clock rolls around, you'd probably be starting to look for an entry in this area over here, and hoping that the 9 o'clock candle pulls down first a bit, and then drives through here.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, because I really think what'll end up happening is this will be your sort of your consolidation range, and then it'll break up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I did on the entry this last hour open, and then I was going to try and hold it, but not me.
Just let it, like this actually right now is good. So the further it dips over here, the better it is for us to try and grab entries on the way up, because we know that this is the new high here and that we should fill that area.
Yeah.
So then you probably put your stop loss maybe around this wick over here.
Well, I would, providing that providing we get a bullish, providing we get bullish, we would be doing that. I mean, ideally, this would be the super low target of the stop. But now that we're dropping back into these areas here, you can now play the range game in this box. You can say, okay, once we come up above this area here, we should be heading up. And then my stop loss is going to be, you know, in this area somewhere here. That makes sense on, you know, maybe a 15-minute time frame or a 5-minute time frame that, you know, we're able to take that.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, because this candle makes absolutely no sense. Ideally, what you would want is you'd want probably a rejection candle. Like it wouldn't have rejected that big. The fact that it did. The hour candle, it looks like it's going to pull back, but I think if this hour candle finishes bullish, that was just exhaustion to then drive further up. So I just be very careful right now. But you could probably place buy stops above 1554. You could probably look to take buy stops above there, and then that will drive to fill the wick at 1556, and that's a good 20 pips at that point.
Well, I'd say this is just like a 4-hour pullback. To leave a wick basically, and I'll be looking for buy stops where the top of this candle closes kind of. That's what
exactly
I'm looking for. In fact,
I think that bearish candle is probably just profit taking, because this has been followed by a huge rally. So I think that's what makes sense if it's just profit taking.
And you also have to remember we're still in that 4-hour zone. So the 4-hour zone runs from 1552 all the way up to like 1560 or 1559. So anywhere in that area we could reject, and that's exactly what happened.
Okay. 1650. Okay.
That's why I said you have to be very careful at this point, because we get that massive push up to almost fill that range, and then it rips all the way back down. But it's ripping back down because we're in that zone. Like we haven't pierced that zone. So essentially this zone now that we're in, I would say this area here that we're in, actually let me do this instead. I'll do this so it's a little bit easier for people to understand.
The 4 hour is still bullish.
This is 4-hour zone. That's a 4-hour zone. Oh, not anymore, but
it's like a wick in it.
Yeah, there's a massive wick over there. Yeah, so okay. Yeah, Roger did that. Okay, so if you look, this whole area here, this whole area here is a massive 4-hour zone. So price can come in like it did at any given time and then rip right back down again without reason. But now that it's forming support, what you have the opportunity to do then is say, okay, if I believe that we're going to still remain bullish, which seems to be the likely scenario here, I can stay, my stop losses will be over here because this area here is essentially a new zone for price to continue moving up, which matches up over here. So if I draw that, magical line across, that's a zone, and we can tap into this multiple times before we shoot back up. And then ideally your super target is that level up there, which then completes the fills of this wick here, because now we're in momentum going up. So the zone that was created over here that we bounced off of when we were going down now gets filled on the way going up.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
That's where we get the movements that we're getting right now. And if you understand these concepts, your entries can be a little crappier. Like you can have crappier entries over here, and you can say, okay, I know my risk to reward sucks if I enter right now, but if I ideally am going and focusing on this target over here, I can still get a very positive risk to reward at that point.
Yeah, I think that your risk appetite kind of plays into a role, because me being a little conservative, I don't think I would do that, but I totally understand your idea behind that. Though.
Yeah, like if you look at the 5-minute candles, the 5-minute candles are printing higher highs, right? So you see that,
right.
And then it's just a matter of saying, okay, I'll put a stop loss below a 5-minute candle on the basis of being aware of the fact that I know I'm in this zone and we can pierce further down, but it's just the risk appetite that you have in terms of that.
Yeah. I might want to back test that too, actually.
Yeah, with gold, I mean, gold is actually very easy to trade once you understand its tendencies, right? Like people are like, oh, wow, like how did you do that? And it's like, well, it's pretty obvious, like, but if you don't watch gold on a continuous basis, you won't have these little small nuances. You'll miss those. And that's where people get burned on gold, right? Because they'll start trying to trade gold. But if you don't know enough about the pair that you're trading, you don't know all these little nuances, you're not prepared for the wild shit it does. Like it moves up 40 pips in 1 minute and people are like, oh, now we're on our way. And then it rips back down like 60 pips. And you're like, oh, what happened? I just lost all my profit. But like if you knew those tendencies, you'd be like, oh, this is profit taking time. Like I need to get out of there. Gotcha.
Yeah, I think that's a problem too. Most newbies would just go, like you just mentioned, would just go in and then go in blindly and say, oh, we're riding this to the moon. And then, like you said, it just rips back down. But I think what's interesting is like a lot of these currencies have their nuances here and there, which is really interesting though. Yeah. I think that's just, you just got to pay attention and just be diligent. Like, being consistent in terms of like, being observant and, not just trading one thing and saying, okay, well, this is how it is and that's how I'm going to trade. I think that's what most people, that's how they lose money, really. So
that's right. Yeah, because I mean, like there's like 3 questions right now in the YouTube chat that are just ridiculous. It's like, have you ever held a trade over a really long term? Like that has no relevancy to your trading. How many currency pairs do you trade? That's no relevancy to your trading. Can you tell me that when a signal is given? That's ridiculous. And then if I may ask, how high do you think gold is going to go before pulling back? Nobody knows. Like you can't ask these questions. They're not conducive to your learning. Like if you've watched what I've done, I've never turned around and said, this is how high we're going to go. I've always said, this is our target. We're looking for this because of this and this and this. It's never like how high or how low. There's never been one of those because we don't know enough information. You have to be able to subjectively look at something and say, okay, this is my idea and this is the reason for my idea. Like we knew that this area here would be problems. And if you don't understand why that area is problems, you haven't you haven't figured it out and you haven't traded long enough. And you need to go back onto your charts and you need to ask the question. The best thing that you can do as a new trader is just stare at a chart and say why. Why did we go up this high? Why did we go down this low? Why did we create this wick here? Why did we do this? And if you sit and you ask that question why as you're looking at the charts, you're going to automatically and intuitively go through different time frames, go through different days, go through maybe different months, and you'll see why things happened. And that will give you more information than anybody teaching you, than any book you're going to read, than any discussion you're going to have with somebody, because you are intuitively going to do the research. You're going to come up to, you're going to draw a conclusion based on what's happening, and now you're going to be able to anticipate what will happen next. And the more you do that homework of just sitting there asking why, the better off you're going to feel, because what you'll be able to do is you'll be able to replay the previous ideas and then now be able to look at future ideas at that point.
Yeah, I think the problem is people just want to be spoon-fed. And that's just like the worst way to learn, to be honest with you.
Nobody wants to put the work in to learn.
Yeah, and then I never understood that really, because like if I really want to learn, like for instance, I want to learn programming. I'm going to find any type of resource that's going to help me learning whichever language it is, right? Whether C++ or C Sharp or whichever. You know what I mean? I'm not going to ask, hey, do you know programming? Okay, show me how to program. There's more involved into it because you have to think logically and think objectively in terms of what do you want the program to do. You know what I mean? I think trading is essentially subjective, right? You're given, the information, and you got to dissect it. If you're asking for signals and all of that, it's like you're not putting yourself in that situation where, okay, how can I learn from this? How can I see this? And then if it happens again, how do I benefit? They just want the microwave dinner, so to speak.
Yeah, it's scary because a lot of what I know has been just based on me looking at the charts. Like my ability to read charts have come from me looking at the charts, not from me reading a book. Like that's why when people talk about like these head and shoulders or these things, I'm like, I don't even understand what that is. Like that doesn't make any sense to me. But everybody else did that. Like I look at what everybody else did, and that's the first thing that they did is they're like, oh, head and shoulders, this candle pattern, this. It's like, I never did that. I just asked the question why. Because I don't believe that if Forex was that easy, that this candle pattern made this or this candle pattern did this, that why isn't everybody trading Forex?
It's because it changes, because it evolves daily. Well, by the hour, it changes every hour. You've got to see what's happening right now.
I'll say this though. I was one of those people that actually learned those patterns, and it did help me to a certain extent. It made me identify exactly what I was looking at, but it didn't say, okay, well, what's the best entry? I seen the patterns of, okay, how can I execute that? And that's where I learned about when you guys were talking about just certain sessions. I think that's what kind of opened it up for me because, like, when you say gold do a huge move around New York's session or near the beginning rather, and I never understood that at one point. It's like, when does this happen? And when I did some back testing, it's like, oh, okay, this is where these guys make their money. And you guys don't use those head and shoulders and other patterns, but they are still prevalent within the market though. But it's just that not the basis of, oh, this is why I trade by looking at a hammer or shooting star or anything of the sort like that. So I couldn't understand. I did understand that, but like it just made more sense for certain sessions, what happens with certain currencies as opposed to everything just trades in a vacuum.
Yeah. I always look at the fact that anybody that's written a book or that's talked about something, for me, it's always like, I don't trust it. Because I mean, why are you writing this book? Like it doesn't compute with me. It seems like that information is probably old news now because you're putting on paper where these sessions are live and we're constantly evolving. Like if you look at like the sessions from say last August, they're different from the sessions from this August because we've evolved as traders.
Yeah. And obviously news and those things do play an importance, right?
Correct.
The same thing that happened this year is not going to happen next 2 years. So
right.
That's why it makes sense. You got to evolve.
Yeah, and now you can see like the last 30-minute candle on gold, what ended up happening, right? And the 15-minute candle on
I'm
gold.
looking at the 5-minute chart too, and I see it's going to rocket.
Yeah. So you can see basically this candle here on the 15-minute didn't make sense, right? And that's what we called. And then you can see what happened. It tapped back into that zone and goes up. And now this one will probably tap here, and then you're going to get that push out of this area.
Yeah, and it's 9 o'clock right now.
That's
Eastern time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it kind of falls into play.
So what pattern's that then?
That's the BS market pattern that
okay.
we stop you out. We stop you out over here and then rip back up over here.
Yeah, so that one that caught me out, that stopped me at break even. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, nice.
Well, according to the textbook, it is called the bullish engulfing pattern.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's an actual. Well, according to the books, that's the
term. That's a technical name.
Well, now you can do this, right? Now you can basically map this out. This would be your zone to zone, right? So now that you're in that, you know that this candle can rip almost all the way down to here and then continue up here. So the idea would be, okay, if I'm going to take a trade, I have to now wait above here. But what I'm banking on is this candle going down a little bit further into this area here. And as it starts to flip on the smaller time frames, looking to take trades to then push through that zone over there, because the likelihood of us going down here is low, but it doesn't mean we can't go there. But now I have an idea of where we could where would be the worst case scenario for price to move. Like price could basically drop down to here, but now I see that this might be an area of interest, this candle here. So you might tap there before we pop off, because when you look at, if I draw a line right over here, you can see where our wicks now were created just above that. So you can almost say that, you know, in a perfect world, this is your new zone here, and we're going to start tapping into that, but we may not go as far deep as the previous zone.
I don't know how you could learn trading from a book. It's so visual that reading and doing it would be so.
Some people, it's just your way you learn, right?
Yeah. I can't learn anything from reading a book, but trying to learn this, I feel like that'd be even harder.
Yeah. So I'm gonna head off over here.
So gonna be in charge?
Hope everyone has a good day. Yeah.
All right, man. Take care.
Take it easy, guys.
Have a good one.
All right,
Bye, guys.
Have a good day.
Bye, everybody. Have a good day. Shukriya.
Yeah.
Shukriya.